Hi there, this is Kai. My audio recording device isn't great. It's a blue snowball mic, so it's not expensive, but this is probably my most put together video ever, and I barely ever make videos on this place right now because depression. But this one really kind of piqued my interest. I have been participating in the public criticism of Jimmy Snow because he's done things that I massively disagree with, especially as a victim of some very serious things. But this isn't about very serious things. This is about him lying about a charity form and how it works, when he could literally have just said, "Oh, I just didn't realise that. My bad. Sorry." He has to take it as a, "You guys are trying to ruin my life," and it's tiring. But regardless, do not contact Jimmy, give him shit because I've made this video. Do not try and, play picky in the middle like he did in the wider situation. And I am going to talk about the wider situation, just even logging what's been said so that people out with the group can understand where we're coming from better. Sorry if there's purring, my cat is very intent on getting to this mic. But yeah, all of this alleged. Do not contact Jimmy. I don't think I mentioned anyone else here, but other than other commenters, but they're censored. I'm not giving you the info to go contact them. I'm not even giving you their comments. Most of their comments have been deleted, so you're not going to be able to find them because Jimmy can't let his audience see criticism of him. That's always an iffy thing. It's always suspicious. And yeah, I thought this video kind of needed to be made for me. If other people aren't into this, that's cool, and if you disagree with me, that's absolutely fine. There's a dislike button for a reason, even if YouTube's made it pretty much useless when it comes to comments, and probably working that way for videos. But yeah, feel free to feedback to me. The only thing I can't really fix right now is the mic. I'm broke. I don't have the money to do that. But yeah, we can get into the video now. I hope you guys are having a good day, and I hope you guys are taking care of yourself. There are more serious accusations of Jimmy's behaviours. I'm not going through those right now. I would recommend you kind of look into them, but obviously I understand that it's hard to do so. So give me a message if you need some help. I'll do what I can. I can't say everything that he's ever done or what's good or wrong or right, but I could at least tell you what the issues I have are. I have done thread on Twitter. I don't really use Twitter until recently, but yeah, there's a thread there if you guys want to go see what I have personally witnessed from this situation in general. But let's get into just this one situation. Jimmy Snow, that's not how the Trevor Project donation page works. Again. But the thing that came up was that someone in the comments of Jimmy announcing that he had, finally put this donation out that he'd been talking about for a while, and he was always going to do it by the amount of subscribers he had. I think it was $1 each, and he also covered the fees so that they were getting the whole amount. They weren't going to lose any in fees. Again, commendable, respectable, a pat on the head, gold star on your homework. But someone points out the fact that he put in honour of himself, not in honour of himself, as in that as a quote. The quote is that this donation was in honour of Jimmy Snow. Now, this could just kind of be brushed off by an accident, a mistake, something he didn't think about. Completely fine. The problem is nothing to do with that part, but to do with how he responded to this person. Because, it wasn't good. He didn't respond positively, and he claimed that the whole thing was down to the apps by the Trevor Project, the forms to fill out to donate, which was then immediately disproven by several people, including myself. Multiple people have had their comments removed from Jimmy's response because, you can't let people hear our side, because if it's not true, and you would never do that, and your fans don't think you would ever do that, why would you have to hide this? Just saying. Just a question, like I said a few days ago, if you have to ignore that Gabby Hanna's done a bunch of things and ignore the things that she's doing, then it's a little bit strange to put yourself at that emotional labour over this instead of just addressing it, which is the wider problem with Jimmy Snow. But this is talking about this exclusively. So yeah, it gets explained. He deletes these explanations that prove that he couldn't just accidentally go into in honour of Jimmy Snow because it was the only option that he had, like that he didn't set up. But yeah, you really have to set it up. I have a video up from a few days ago that I'll link in the description that shows me showing you how you have to click in and type, like, and get a drop down for this to happen. It's not just the automatic thing, and it's nothing to do with the form setup. But yeah, we'll go through his more recent responses since the deletions happened. And I mean, he deletes the comments, has no reaction to them. It's okay. I don't explain too much of this for him. I don't think I can't really, because he'll never clarify anything. If anyone tells him that they think he's done something that he doesn't like, that he'll never actually like explain what he meant or how it was intended. He'll just say that you didn't understand him, which is kind of frustrating. But then he did actually kind of respond, and the salt, it drips. And that's impressive because salt isn't even a fluid. It says, "Hello, geniuses. Consider the way many of you have been nitpicking every goddamn thing I do and pretending it's some giant conspiracy. Now consider the bullshit conspiracies you would have come up with if that thing didn't have the channel name on it. A name that, remember, is not my legal name." The thing is, like, almost nobody is making any conspiracy out of this. It's not being discussed like, you know, oh, did Jimmy Snow really donate to this charity? Did he not actually donate because he used Jimmy Snow instead of his legal... Like, that's not the argument we're having here, man. The argument is that you said the forums were forcing you into doing that, but that's not the case whatsoever, and I proved this yesterday or the day before in a video, and I'm proving it in another video today of me fully donating and showing you what message comes up when you don't show a legal name or an in honour name or of a in memory name, because you just put your message in the message box. And yeah, oh, it's not your name? Okay. But the channel is referred to as the Jimmy Snow channel. But whenever you go and do something, Jimmy Snow is guesting. You're not bringing the whole channel, you're just bringing yourself. So how is it both not your name and your name? Like, I guess it's not your legal name, but it's the name you go by. Your channel does go by it if you just read it on like YouTube. But I don't ever say, I'm going to go watch Jimmy Snow channel. But you do describe it as the Jimmy Snow channel. And people who talk about it not just talking about you refer to it as the Jimmy Snow channel. That's just how we refer to you when people are talking about you online. It's Jimmy Snow because you haven't told us your legal name, which you have no, absolutely zero responsibility to ever do. But still, it's the name you've given us to give to you. That's the name associated with you. Okay? That's why it was icked out for that person, and not because, oh well, he's doing it to inflate his own ego. Like, I think the person could have worded everything better, but you worded everything worse. Like, that person at least didn't lie about charity. You know? I don't know. Anyway, people are just saying, oh, this person, you know, we may not agree or disagree with their criticism of how that went through. We actually just disagree with you saying something unfactual about the Trevor Project's forms, and I know these are unfactual because I donated myself and managed to have zero legal name, not have to put my name in it in any way, and have a message instead that doesn't identify me but could be used to identify me if I had chose to use those words. So yeah, no one is making this some huge conspiracy where they're like sticking your pictures on the wall and your comments on things on the wall and lining them all up, playing Pepe Sylvia. They are literally a single person who mentioned it being narcissistic about it having your name and the in-honoured. And again, we may or may not agree with that person, but you then lied and blame the charity you were donating to because someone questioned you on you putting in honour of Jimmy Snow. I don't get it. Like, people don't like that part. That's a problem. Especially because, you know, it's charity and it's the most pointless lie. Like, it doesn't really harm them all that much. It just makes them seem more difficult to donate to in a certain degree, but I don't think that was his intention. But at the same time, he still put the blame on their forums, on how their website worked. And that's so easy to dispute. As I said, I've done it. Once it was disputed, he deleted all these disputes again. He refused to acknowledge it, he lied, and the problem, again, has never been that he donated to the Treasure Project with his name because he's trying to do X, Y, or Z. The problem is making shit up about how a charity's donation page works, claiming it forced you into this, basically. It's just really unproductive to lie about these kind of things. It's like not even that helpful to you, again, because even if we didn't or did agree with that person, it's a very small complaint. It's not, you know, let's burn Jimmy at snake, just a snake. Yes, burn Jimmy at a snake. Don't do that. Do not burn anybody at a snake. People and snakes shouldn't be on fire. But yeah, it's not saying burn him at the stake, it's not saying shut down his YouTube channel, it's literally just saying, like, this is a bit weird to that person. And it's fine that it's weird to them. It's also fine that it's not weird to you or your followers. This isn't a black and white issue. Neither side is like 100% correct. Maybe one's at, like, you know, a certain percent and the other's at the other. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day. It's not the big point. Like, and as well, he says we would have conspiracies if it didn't have his name on it. I mean, people do that anyway, like, not us specifically, but it's happened with a lot of YouTubers, and that's why many now do push their name in it. And yeah, he said essentially that we all very much are having a conspiracy over this, but it's like, what would this gain us having a conspiracy over it? Like, there are many other things that he's done that we can directly question. This is extremely minor until he starts lying about charity. You know, even if people would be iffy that his name wasn't, like, you know, in honour of, there is a message box with a forum. It gives you like 1,000 characters. You can talk about why you donated, you can talk about what you donated on behalf of, what funded the donation. You could probably list what you had for dinner and how that affected how much money you were giving, and it would be absolutely fine with the charity, as long as you're not saying anything heinous and awful within the message. You have 1,000 characters to do so. You know? And so it's like, he said, the only way to show something besides my legal name was that way. I don't control how they do their shit, or that it means it had to use in honour of. Yes, I put my channel name in the honour of spot. You cracked the code. You absolute geniuses. Somehow, you know, instead of having this box that I am able to and type whatever I want into, means that that's the only way you could put it in a name without having your legal name mentioned, because also a lie. You can click to have zero honoree, nobody in memory of, whatever. You can also click not to show your name, because they let you do this entirely anonymously, and the message box could easily just say, like, thanks to the subscriber count I've been able to attain, I'm donating this much towards the Trevor Project on behalf of the Jimmy Snow channel and my followers, to help as many people as we can going through the struggle. Like, maybe not exactly like that. I'm not a writer. I'm not Jimmy. I can't say how Jimmy would write something to that effect, but to that effect, you know? And then it comes to this thing where it's like, it's not his legal name, it's channel name, but it's like he refers to this channel as the Jimmy Snow channel on quite a few occasions, but doesn't here. Again, I don't really care, but it's just like, yeah, that wasn't the only way you could, like, actually have the Jimmy Snow channel mentioned in here. There was a 1,000 character message box. And yeah, I'm going to prove that with my little video of me donating from earlier today, showing that I am able to completely not include my name whatsoever, but still have a message put in, which, well, it doesn't identify me. It could be used to identify me if I had chose to do so. There's more ways than just, you know, having your legal name or putting in honour with. I'm sorry, I can't pretend there's not. There is. It is right there. And I'm sorry that my donation is so low. I really, really wish I could do more, but due to multiple disabilities, mentally and physically, I can't work. And I'm paid less than is necessary for me to live from benefits. So I don't really have the income where I'd be able to donate like 384 quid plus fees and also be eating. If you do wish to donate, please do. 100% recommend you do. Even if it's something small, that little bit of money can go towards so many different things, just split with other people who've done the same issue. So even if it doesn't feel like much, if you want and have the ability to do so, donate what you can. If you don't have the ability to do so, then there's nothing wrong with that. You can do other things to promote the charity, like literally just promote them, talk about what they're working on, their most recent newsletter. You know, so there's lots of ways to help out the Trevor Project, and it is a very important charity. It's the kind of thing that would help people who I've lost in my life from these horrible situations and these awful, awful experiences of keeping themselves inside and just burning up and churning up internally. And so if that can prevent other people losing people like I did, even if it just prevents like 3 people from losing people, it does so much more than I could just do by trying to like be a open ear on the internet. Anyway, here is video. The Trevor Project is a great, great project. Consider donating. As well, I want to say here that after that whole spiel, after me showing this, I am extremely grateful that Jimmy gave such a large amount to them. This will help so many people. He could have split the dummy, refused to like donate it until it got back over 400k subscribers or anything. He obviously prioritised this donation, and he defo deserves praise for that. It's undeniable. He didn't refuse to do this. I don't think he would have, but he still could have. And so, you know, kudos. Even if he could or couldn't have, like, not done it, donating in the first place is 100%, like, commendable. You know? My issue isn't the donation, or if he did it for X, Y, or Z reason. It's lying about literal charities he's donating to, and calling anyone pointing out that fact a conspiracy theorist. Like, literally, the only problem is you lying about easily disproved things, and then doing it again in your response. Jimmy, take a breath. When necessary to make yourself understood, do what you can to clarify your meaning, and do not lie about charities in ways that can be easily disproven, because you'll also Jimmy himself saying, oh, where's the quote? Thanks for making it easier to dismiss your bullshit when you will create a conspiracy fucking anywhere. Bro, you're trying to make a conspiracy where a charity forced you into making something in honor of yourself, which isn't a fact. It's not. It's absolute bullshit. And it's extremely easy to dismiss. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's that. Thank you for watching. Hope this has been interesting. Have a great day. Speak to you later. Goodbye.